It feels like the entire world of finance is holding its breath, waiting for a single announcement that could rewrite the global economic map and change the lives of millions of people watching this right now. What if I told you that the day we have all been waiting for, not for years, but for decades, is no longer a distant dream or a hopeful rumor but is actively unfolding in real time before our very eyes? This is not a drill. This is not speculation. This is a direct, on-the-ground report of a financial event so significant that its shockwaves are already being felt in the back channels of global banking and international monetary policy circles. The Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong are not just showing minor, incremental gains, they are breaking through historical barriers and achieving record-breaking levels that were once thought to be pure fantasy by the most optimistic of analysts. For over 20 years, holders and observers have been patient, have been skeptical, have been hopeful, and have been weary, cycling through every emotion imaginable while watching these two currencies, these two sleeping giants of immense national potential, remain in a state of suspended animation. But the year 2025 has become the pivotal turning point, the moment where patience meets possibility and theory collides with undeniable reality. The data we are seeing is not from obscure, unverified forums. It is emerging from internal banking systems, from credible financial terminals, and is being corroborated by a chorus of sources who have proven reliable in the past. We are witnessing a coordinated, structural, and monumental shift in value that speaks to years of behind-the-scenes work finally coming to fruition. To truly grasp the gravity of this situation, you must understand that this is not a simple market fluctuation like the euro dipping against the dollar or the yen experiencing a temporary correction. This is a fundamental revaluation, a recalibration of two national currencies that have been intentionally undervalued for a very long time, and their simultaneous awakening suggests a level of international financial engineering that is rarely seen. The implications are staggering, not just for currency holders but for global trade, geopolitical power balances, and the very definition of an emerging market. So I need you to do something for me right now. Make the decision to watch this entire broadcast. Do not click away. What you will learn in the next few minutes is the most critical information you may ever receive about this historic event, information that will separate you from the crowd and arm you with the knowledge to understand what happens next. Your future self will thank you for the focus you are about to give this message, because what we are covering today is the culmination of a lifetime of waiting, and it is happening right now. The journey to this exact moment for the Iraqi dinar is a story of a nation rising from the ashes, a testament to resilience that few other countries have had to demonstrate. Following the turmoil of the early 2000s, the dinar was a currency largely confined within its own borders, symbolic of a fractured economy struggling to find its footing on the world stage. For years, it was viewed through a lens of skepticism, a relic of a past era that global finance had largely written off. But those who held on to their dinars, who saw beyond the immediate instability, were witnessing a slow and deliberate rebirth. They were watching the painstaking reconstruction of national infrastructure, the forging of new, powerful international trade partnerships, and the gradual stabilization of a political landscape that was once defined by chaos. This was not an overnight process, it was a generational effort to lay a new foundation, brick by brick, for an economy rich with oil reserves and human potential. The critical turning point, the master key that unlocked this new chapter, was the successful launch and integration of Iraq's state-of-the-art digital banking network. This was the technological leap that many analysts said had to happen before any serious revaluation could be considered. This system did not just modernize local transactions, it seamlessly linked Iraqi banks with the pillars of global finance, including SWIFT and Visa networks, effectively ending the country's financial isolation. Suddenly, Iraq could participate in secure, instantaneous international settlements, a basic requirement for a currency that aspires to be traded and respected worldwide. This move signaled to every major financial institution that Iraq was not just open for business but was operating on a level playing field. Concurrently, the language from Baghdad changed dramatically. Official statements shifted from vague promises to explicit discussions about monetary reform, achieving international balance, and, most importantly, restoring global confidence in the Iraqi dinar. These are not the words of a government hoping for a lucky break. They are the declarations of a leadership that knows the groundwork has been completed and the world is finally ready to receive their currency at its true, fair value. The numbers now appearing on screens, figures in the range of 390 to 420, are not random spikes. They are the mathematical reflection of this decades-long project reaching its logical and historic conclusion. The patience of the holders, once mocked, is now being validated in the most profound way imaginable, proving that understanding the deep, structural story of a nation is the ultimate key to recognizing a world-changing opportunity before the rest of the world catches on. Simultaneously, and in what cannot be a mere coincidence, the Vietnamese Dong is scripting its own remarkable story of economic ascent, creating a powerful synchronicity with the Iraqi Dinar that points to a larger, coordinated strategy. While Iraq's story is one of post-conflict recovery, Vietnam's narrative is one of quiet, relentless, and strategic growth that has positioned it as an undisputed manufacturing and technological hub for the entire world. For years, the Dong's official value has been a fraction of the nation's true economic output and explosive export power, a deliberate control mechanism to fuel growth. But that period of controlled undervaluation is now reaching its end. Behind the scenes, Vietnam has been executing a master plan of financial integration, weaving its digital payment systems into the fabric of Southeast Asia and establishing compliance and regulatory frameworks that meet the strictest global standards. The country became the go-to destination for major tech giants and manufacturing firms looking for a stable, skilled, and cost-effective base of operations, which flooded the economy with foreign investment and solidified its trade surplus. Now, the Central Bank of Vietnam is at a pivotal juncture, widely expected to widen the trading band for the Dong, a classic and necessary precursor to a formal revaluation that aligns the currency with the nation's formidable economic strength. The rates being observed, hovering between 270 and 360, are a direct testament to this impending adjustment. The brilliant part of this entire situation is the timing. The fact that both the Dong and the Dinar are moving in such a powerful and parallel fashion is evidence of a sophisticated, multinational financial strategy, potentially orchestrated to create a new axis of economic stability and power among emerging markets. This is not two isolated events. It is a single, coordinated financial movement. And the proof is now visible within the core of the global banking system itself. Major Tier 1 banks in the United States and Europe have begun the technical process of updating their internal systems. Screenshots and reports from within these institutions show the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong listed not as obsolete or inactive currencies, but with active, pending rate updates, a clear indication that the back-end work for a new, higher exchange rate is being prepared for a global rollout. These banks do not waste resources on mere rumors, they act on concrete information and official data feeds. Their actions are the final, undeniable confirmation that what we are witnessing is real. The sleeping giants are not just waking up, they are standing up, and the global financial landscape is shifting beneath our feet to make room for them. This is the moment where history is made, not by chance, but by the deliberate and triumphant return of two nations to their rightful place in the world of international finance. So, what do you do with this information? How do you process a shift of this magnitude that you have been anticipating for what feels like a lifetime? The first step is to recognize that the information cycle is moving at lightning speed, and staying ahead requires a reliable, sober, and factual source of news. The era of wild speculation is over. We are now in the phase of official announcements and concrete action. This is the most critical juncture, where clear-headedness is your most valuable asset. I need you to take one more crucial action. Make this channel your primary source for accurate, timely, and unfiltered updates. We have navigated the long years of uncertainty together, and now we will navigate this historic transition together. I am committed to bringing you the verified facts as they happen, without hype and without delay. Your journey has been long, and your patience has been superhuman. Now, as we stand on the brink of this new reality, you need a guide you can trust. So, do not go this alone. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because you do not want to miss a single second of what comes next. The next broadcast could contain the official confirmation we have all been waiting for. Be here, be ready, and let's witness history together.